Hey gang, it's JT. So listen, question for you, and I need it in the comments below because you could win. The question is, if you could work with me as your career coach for free, what would we work on together? What would we be trying to accomplish together? Put that in the comments below and let me explain why. I've noticed that most people here on LinkedIn don't understand the difference between working in their job and on their careers. Working in your job is when you go to the job each and every day and do your work and get paid. Working on your career is figuring out the strategy for your business of one so you can grow your career, have more control in your career, and have that satisfaction that all of us are trying to pursue. And I'm gonna prove it to you. I want you to look at last month. I want you to tally up how many hours you worked in your job. So let's say you worked 40 hours a week for 4 weeks. That's 160 hours in your job. That's execution. Now I want you to tally up how many hours you spent on your career. Watching these videos, for example, or taking an online course, or going to a networking event, or actually doing networking, going to a training of some sort, working with a career coach. How many hours did you spend on the development of the game plan for your career to stay relevant and successful now and in the future? Tally that up for me. Because I guarantee the majority of you probably haven't even spent 5%. Think about that. 10% of 160 hours would be 16 hours. Did you honestly spend 16 hours last month on your career, developing it? Did you spend 8? Did you spend 4? This is the problem, folks. People wake up and their career is in a shambles, or it's not where they want it to be, and they're unhappy and they don't know how they got there. And they got there because they didn't spend enough time working on the career. Now, people ask, well, JT, how much should I spend? Honestly, about 20%. That's the number. And if you don't believe me, go talk to some of the most successful people you know who have killer careers, and they will tell you that they are spending a good number of hours on their career. Networking, meeting people that they want to meet, building relationships, attending events, getting super smart in their space, becoming a practitioner, creating content for people, connecting, all of the different techniques that you use to market your business of one, to let people know that you're good at what you do and that you want to serve them. Because that's what it is, folks. As a business of one, you've got to let the world know, hey, this is what I'm good at doing, this is what I love to execute, and this is how I love to serve companies and people. If you are not doing that about 20% of the time, you are missing out. If you would love to stop looking for jobs when you lose a job or need a new job, if you would like the best opportunities to come to you, employers reaching out to you, people contacting you, you have to create an inbound strategy. And an inbound strategy, just like an inbound marketing, is where you develop a brand, you develop a reputation that brings people to you. And that takes time and effort. But you can do it in about 20% of your hours a month. Even if you can't, even if you can do it 10%, that's still probably more than you're doing right now. And that's the problem, folks. It's why I'm here and why I'm so passionate about people understanding how they need to invest a little time, a little energy, a little focus on what they're going to do to build their game plan. And let me give you an example. If you're going on a road trip and you've never been there before, you'd get a map. If you were building your dream house, you'd get an architect and get a plan. Anything we want to build that's super significant, we have to make sure that we have a plan. And I guarantee the majority of you don't. You think you do. Oh, I kind of know what I'm doing, JT. But the real winners, they have a clear game plan, clear strategy, and those hours, that 10% of hours that maybe they can give each month, maybe 16 hours, maybe they only can give 8, they make sure they use those to the fullest. And that is the secret. So, I'll go back to my question. If you could work with me for free, what would we work on? In the comments below, I want you to be honest up front. Tell me the truth. How many hours did you spend in your job versus on your career last month? And I want you to tell me if you could work with me for free, what would we work on? Because a couple lucky winners are going to get that chance. But you got to do it. You got to come clean, and you got to tell me what we're going to work on, okay? All right. Thanks so much, team. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll be back next week with more videos, okay? All right. Bye-bye.